Come on down, you're the next contestant on Price is Right Wrestling. And tonight's go-home show for NXT War Games 2021 features fisting action between 8 women, closed by fisting action between 8 men, 2 ladder matches, and more Vince McMahon comedy than we can shake a stick at. Ha ha ha, I'm a genius, damn it. I'm John Retton with my review of WWE NXT 2.0 and also my NXT War Games 2021 predictions. It's NXT War Games 5 if man is still alive. And after those ladder matches, it's hard to believe anybody is still alive. There was more explosive action than episode of Mannix. Da-da-da-da. Anyway, I want to know your thoughts on this show and also your War Games predictions in the comments, please. Yeah, we're still doing the Price is Right wrestling thing because they're treating this like a game show. They're just introducing characters and heaping more goddamn characters at us. Throwing more characters at us does not solve everything. I'm not saying that people shouldn't get the opportunity to, get on television and show what they can do, but it's really just becoming a hodgepodge of characters, humans have to be together to the point that if you have a bunch of outlandish people and you try to make them all stand out, well, nobody's going to stand out. They're just going to all be weird. They're going to be featured a couple weeks, and then, oh yeah, these people are here. They're back in a month. It's really, really odd. So, yeah, the 8 women in the War Games match decide to just start fisting each other on the stage. And then they pair off with Dakota Kai's prominently displayed pink against Kelly Ray, formerly of NXT UK. Boy, that's really goddamn ridiculous, isn't it? It's a War Games Advantage ladder match. I have a question. This is nothing against the women. This is nothing against the men. I hate that they started this tradition. I understand trying to juice things up. The ladder match concept is so overdone. Not just in WWE, but in general. It's gotten to the point where oh, this company's doing a ladder match and they never do. I don't really fucking care. Now, these women, they busted their asses. Probably literally, given some of the spots that they did. It was a car crash. There were ladders and broken bodies, and Dakota, hearing voices in her head, and her prominently displayed pink is saying something to them and talking to them. I mean, I have no idea. Kaylee does the dive. Ouch. Looked like she really hurt herself. And we get a stomp off the ladder to the floor. Again, ouch. There were some good bumps here. Dakota kept targeting the knee. There was some good stuff. I'm not going to knock the efforts of these women. I just don't think they need to do a ladder match. They didn't need to do a men's ladder match. Ease off on the ladder matches for a goddamn year. You don't need to hotshot this shit. And yeah, we get ladder bumps, and Dakota got smashed repeatedly, and she was just laying down and I don't know, what am I going to do? Help me, Spock, help me. And then Kaylee Ray wins for NXT UK. God, I'm such an ass. And then we cut to the teams being either happy, in the case of Kaylee Ray's team, okay, I will stop doing that one day, and Toxic Attraction with the madness. They're upset with Dakota's badness because she couldn't win this match here, and now they have a disadvantage heading into the War Games match, and I will stop trying to do a Smashing Pumpkins Zero reference because I'm not very good at singing, as you can tell. So let's go for a ride for the rest of the show. The grizzled young veterans. Remember when Gibson and Drake actually were taken seriously as a team and actually could do some good stuff and weren't doing bullshit comedy that they might actually be good at if it wasn't horribly scripted? That's the one thing about NXT 2.0. I hate the comedy. The comedy just fucking misfires pretty much 80% of the time. Speaking of things I hate, here's Ikemen Jiro, and him and Kushida do the shh thing. What happened to Kushida? What happened to a guy? Yes, he did the Back to the Future thing. He did the comedy. But what happened to a guy that could have been a serious performer? No, he's teaming with a guy that puts his hands in his jacket pockets and hits people with it. My fucking goodness. God damn it, what happened to Kushida? Also, Brooks and Jensen show up and run him off. God. You go from a women's match where they're killing each other. That's fucking bullshit with, again, Ikemen Jiro. I hate this character. Grimes and Andre Chase were doing thing. It's all about that chase, Andre's chant as he's stomping Grimes in the chest and the legs and the body. Why not everywhere? And then we get a cave-in 1, 2, 3. So there you go for that. Duke then does Poker Room Photoshop. Actually, he's just doing Photoshop. But hey, Grimes, this is what your hair could have looked like, and now you're going to be shaved bald. And then Grimes says, I'm going to shave you bald and take everything to the moon. This feud sucks. It sucks. I don't care if I sound like a goddamn old man. I don't care if I sound like an Out of Touch fan. I don't care at this point. NXT 2.0 has done some good stuff. They've done some stuff right. I don't blame them for trying to reboot. This reboot has gone way in the opposite direction where there are some people that like it, and that's fine. You guys can like whatever you want. I'm not saying you guys are wrong. I hate the vast majority of the attempts at comedy because they just aren't good. I don't mind some of the wrestling. We don't need 20-minute matches every single goddamn, segment. We just need to cut down on the bullshit because none of the freaking vignettes have really worked, except Tony D'Angelo. That stuff worked, and he is pretty over. So, Chase was saved by some Legolas cosplayer, or Legolas or whatever. Still only counts as one. Why he was Sean Connery, I have no idea. But yeah, because Grimes was going to shave his head for some reason. I don't know who the hell that long-haired guy was. So, Wade was in a Toxic Attraction with the Madness shirt. And, okay, Andrus Inoef? Sorry if I mispronounced that. I thought it was Mark Quinn for a second. I was like, when did Mark Quinn go to WWE? So, he served in the military for 5.5 years and talked about, being doubted and everything. He's going to prove the doubters wrong, especially against Solo Sikoa. That was an easy name for me to say. Team 2.0 premiere, promo, which is Tricky Ticky Williams, along with Carmelo Hayes. And we get Rex Steiner. That's his name. None of this bullshit, none of this BB stuff. BB, he's like, BB. And also, you know what? Who the hell is the rest of the goddamn team? Tony D'Angelo and, Grayson Waller, Yeah. Read up on Grayson Waller. You know why I'm like, I don't really want to see this guy. But yeah, they talk about it'll be Gargano versus Rex soon, and Rex does sound so much like his goddamn dad and his uncle. It's frightening. I did like how Gargano did call him the big bad booty nephew. That was actually pretty funny. And should be one-on-one tonight. Leave your boys in the back and everything. The boys are backstage, not in the ring. So Legoland and Elektra, my fucking goodness, Elektra Lopez. They were talking about how they are going to win the number one contenders match. That they have 5 days out from the, not takeover anymore. They're not calling them takeovers. Probably smart, because I don't think they could sell out even a 2,000-seat arena with this roster. So, that's nothing against the roster. Just, this product. People say that NXT 2.0 is the best WWE brand going. You got Raw, SmackDown, NXT UK that about 5 people watch. I'm just saying, you could be the best WWE brand and still not be that good. And this is coming from somebody that critiques, fairly every single company that I watch. MSK were being yelled at by their GPS, and they arrive and they see the shaman. Who's the shaman? Who the hell knows? It's somebody that we're going to find out next week. Probably going to be RVD in a robe. Just don't bring Katie Forbes on camera. We don't need to see her on any wrestling program. Legoland Phantasm, along with Elektra Lopez, took on Heavy Metal Von Wagner and Kyle O'Reilly. I bet he can't wait to walk out of the company. Number one contenders match. Elektra was very distracting, obviously. Von looked lost. He looked really, really lost. I mean, bless him. He's trying. He got shoved out there, but he's not very good. Zion Quinn, because Elektra is dreaming of Zion awake, and she can't stop sleeping awake. And here's Zion. He starts fisting Escobar. She likes his fisting techniques, and so she goes off and talks to him a little bit later. I didn't care. Heavy Metal Von Wagner pins one of the guys. Cool. Whatever. O'Reilly and Heavy Metal Von Wagner then yell at Imperium and say, we're going to be the next tag team champions. Please fucking Christ, no. Have Imperium lose to a team that's actually good. Joe Wayne Gacy and the Michael Myers cosplayer are talking about, Joe Wayne Gacy's the one talking about weight and height shaming about the Cruiserweight Championship, thing, and that needs to be abolished. It just needs to be like the X Division when, Abyss was the champion. Not about weight limits, it's about no limits. Well, actually, that's also what the X Division was like before Hogan and Bischoff came along and then made a weight limit on it because Hogan and Bischoff were really smart in 2010. So there were 2 guys, including one was Vinny Pacifico. I have no idea who the other guy was. The woman was Tesha Price. Good on Tesha Price for appearing on NXT programming again. I wonder how she's doing. I was impressed with some of the stuff she did on AEW programming. Joe Wayne Gacy against 3 people. He pins Vinny Pacifico. Here's Tesha Price, but because we can't have, and I actually don't know what name she was using. I apologize. And here's Diamond Mine. Malcolm Bivens starts talking and keeps talking and keeps talking while Ivy Niles about to take the chain and wipe everybody out. Could you hit creative and maybe knock some sense into them is all I'm asking. Don't let Strong talk. He barely talks and then attacks Joe Wayne Gacy, and Harlan pulls him out. And the Creed brothers are like, ha ha, we're not gonna do anything. Solo Sikoa is interrupted by Boa, who apparently has stomach issues. Oh, he can't control the vicious demon that's inside of him. Maybe take some goddamn Pepto Ultra. Maybe that'll make you feel better. Maybe it'll give you less of a shit gimmick. Solo Sikoa took on Idris Inoue. Sorry if I mispronounced that. No disrespect. It was fine. This guy, Idris, actually has some good ability, but Solo, this was a feature for him. Robert Stone is there, and he's just watching him. What's he doing? Check it out. Maybe he can get somebody on his brand since everybody got fired, in the great clearing just for budget cuts. Fucking bullshit. Oh, yeah, and Boa shows up. I don't know why. I don't care. Persia and Indy are talking while who the hell was the person sleeping on the goddamn couch? They got woken up they were wearing footy pajamas. Who the hell wears footy pajamas anymore? Honestly, I'm not here to kink shame, but backstage at the Performance Center or wherever the fuck they are. Why? Why are you wearing footy pajamas? Anyway, Indy gets a call. Loomis has escaped the hospital. Apparently he's gonna go kill, he's going to kill Laurie Strode and kill her sister or daughter, and then he's going to kill the granddaughter or something. Indy is all distraught and everything because Indy can't do anything without her husband. I mean, seriously, he's like, but love conquers all. Yeah, seriously, I despise love. Absolutely loathe it. But good for you guys if you're in love. Who is sleeping on the couch again? I wonder. Zion Quinn. It's only just begun. Elektra says, I like the cut of your jib. What's a jib? Haha, promote that man. Actually, she says, good luck in your match against Escobar, and I like that you're a free thinker. Anyway, Indy and Persia took on Yulisa Leon and Valentina Feroz. By Snoo Snoo is what I wrote down next to Indy and Persia, because I am a sane individual. Can Indy overcome? Persia had to basically dominate and hit a twisting TKO 1, 2, 3. Cool. Gargano took on Rex Steiner in a match that was fine. There was fine action. I was a little bit worried that Rex was going to get a little bit over-exuberant, but Gargano called this, and Rex is really, really good. Really, really good. But first, by the way, we had another character, Draco Anthony. My actions will speak louder than my words. He's sitting in a diner, apparently. It was not the Gunpowder Milkshake Cafe that brought all the boys to the yard. Of a diner where guns aren't allowed, and if you see my Gunpowder Milkshake review, you will get that, but no, he's just there in some diner in the middle of it. Introducing more characters doesn't solve everything, but whatever, hey, maybe this guy will be good. Rex ends up winning, and then everybody just starts to brawl and fist each other and everything, and that's basically it for NXT 2.0 this week. Let's move on to the second portion of Price is Right Wrestling bonus round, bitches. So, NXT War Games 2021. This is the announced card as of Tuesday night. So if they announce any pre-show matches, excuse me for not having the clairvoyance to see into the future. I can see into the future. Roderick Strong against Joe Wayne Gacy. Cruiserweight Championship match. Roderick Strong. Hell, they could have, the freaking match just go dark and nobody could win and I wouldn't fucking care. Roderick Strong wins. Cameron Grimes will take the hair to the moon and there will be no point in doing that, but he will lose to Duke Hudson. Please have him lose his hair. He's probably not going to. Duke Hudson is probably going to end up bald. But maybe Cameron Grimes will look fine bald. I don't really care. These are two matches I don't care about. And that's the thing. I understand that they're trying to revamp. This is the first big event since the reboot. But these are two feuds that don't matter. They don't fucking matter. But Duke Hudson will win. Or Cameron Grimes will win. Or I don't know. Maybe Cameron Grimes' giant hat will be like a hat in time and somehow win. I don't know. Maybe it's one of the creatures from Coraline will come up and win or whatever and sew buttons on everybody's eyes so we won't have to watch this shit. Imperium takes on O'Reilly and Heavy Metal Von Wagner for the NXT tag titles. Imperium are winning unless O'Reilly re-signed. I don't really care about contracts, but if O'Reilly wants to leave, I wouldn't blame him. So, women's Wargaming match. Raquel, Io Shirai, Cora Jade, and Kahlil against Dakota Kai and Toxic Attraction with the Madness. They're going to win. The heels have to win this. Why? Because they're just, the faces are a ragtag group, which probably means that they're going to win by default because fuck you, but Toxic Attraction should win. I'd say have Raquel take the pin because Raquel's going to be called up at some point. Have her off TV, have her show up at the Rumble to a pop for the few that think like her. And if you think like Raquel Gonzalez, you have issues and you need to pull your head out of your fucking ass. So anyway, Team Black and Gold, Ciampa, Gargano, Dunn, and LA Knight. LA Knight, who was there at the Black and Gold brand for a little bit, is apparently part of the old guard. I know he's 38, I think, 37, 38, but still, fucking ridiculous. Team 2.0, Rex Steiner, Carmelo Hayes, Tony D'Angelo, and Grayson Waller. And Tricky Ticky Williams out there too. Team 2.0 will win. I think Rex is going to pin Ciampa and then eventually face him again for the championship. And that's really all I got to say about that. That's pretty much it for NXT War Games 2021, the predictions portion. But we here at Price is Right Wrestling would like to remind you to control the pet population. Have your pet spayed or neutered. Goodbye, everybody.